everybody, it's Aquila, and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast. This is a podcast or a video cast. I don't even know. People are like, is it really a podcast? I come to you to talk about knitting and crafty stuff and fiber related stuff, and this is episode 159. I'm coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland. And no one is here with the cats right now, so yay. I record through the week, kind of vlog style, I guess, and post on Saturdays. Well, today is already Friday, April 8th, so not much clips this week. Oops. It's just been a different week because well, it was me and Hayes for most of the week, and we did other crafts, which I'll show you a little bit, I guess. I'll show you a quick little view of what we worked on, what I've been putting a lot of time in, and actually I've been putting a lot of time in on her mini Magpie. So I'm going to show you that tomorrow when I round all this up, because I have put so much work into that, but I want to hold myself accountable on the other projects that I'm working to. So first of all, the other project we're working on, we had gotten a few items to do that. So I'll be showing you that in a clip, like a video, or I'll insert like pictures. That's what I'll do. I'll insert pictures. So my husband had bought me a little free library. Yes. And I put a lot of pressure on myself. So, okay, if you don't know what a little free library is, let's talk about that first. A little free library is, it doesn't even have to be super fancy, and you can have it registered on the website for little free libraries. So you need a object to hold books. And what it is, it's like a lending library in your community. Ours is going to be right out front of our house. And so you put books in it for people to take. People can leave books, and it's pretty awesome. Like, I've wanted one of these, and then finally when John got me one that was like all wood, handmade, really nice, and I was like, but I need to decorate it. And I put so much pressure on myself on how this thing should be decorated, and that was like so stupid. It should have just been like, decorate the damn thing and get it out there for people to use. That's really, you know, where I'm at with that. So, yeah, we had bought, so I told John, I was like, oh, I need to do this. I just need to do this. And I had some ideas in my head and what I wanted to do. And only one of those ideas has come to fruition so far, but that's fine. That's fine. So out front of our house, we have one of those big flower pot barrels that we're gonna put this little free library on a post in the middle of the barrel and have flowers, and it's gonna be cute and wonderful and blah, blah, blah. And we have a ton of books. We already have so many books, like so many books. So I've already inserted pictures or possibly a video. I'm really happy with how the front came out, and that was part of the acquisitions of craft stuff that Hayes and I had bought while we were at the store. So we're walking down an aisle, and all of a sudden there's just a pack of already pre-cut all these colored tissue papers. And I was like, I don't have to cut it all by myself. Like, this is amazing. So I bought those, we used glue and water, mixed it together, and we sponge painted all these little tissue papers on to make like a mosaic look, like a stained glass look, and I am very happy with it. I colored in all the little edges with silver paint marker, and I'm really happy with how that part came out. So also, while we were out, I just gonna show you that we had other craft acquisitions. I think most of that stuff was for Hayes. So the only other thing I did pick up, because I really enjoy making these, my family loves them, and they are the scrubbies. I just crochet in a circle. That's all I do. I don't have like a set plan. I just make a circle, crochet in a circle, and just make it bigger. You could probably find a really good pattern. I don't have like a good pattern for it. But I love, this is my favorite scrubby yarn. They wash, you throw them in the dryer, they're amazing. I've talked about this yarn before. Now, the one thing about this yarn, I will say, more bang for your buck if you buy the solid colors, because you get more yardage. This one's called Glacier, and this one is called Lime. And they're 3.5 ounces. I think that the multicolored ones are only 3 ounces. You get 92 yards. And I don't remember how much you get in the smaller ones, but you get 92 yards. I don't remember how many scrubbies I can get out of these. But we're gonna need some new ones for our own house, so I picked up some of that. Let's hold myself accountable right here, right now, on that Friday tee. I have put some work on it. I'm going to move my marker. I have not put in as much work as I want to put on it, but that's okay. This is the Friday tee by PetiteKnit. I'm using yarn that John dyed. You guys are probably getting super tired of seeing this. I am working on the body, and the last time you guys saw it, I only did about 1 full color repeat. I was at the blue. I did 1 and a little bit. That's okay. I'm gonna move that marker. I've really been loving working on the mini Magpie for Haze, so that has captured most of my creative energy this week, and the little free library. It's sitting in front of me. That's, if you see my eyes wandering right there, that's where it's going. So yeah. The only other thing I did, things that I probably am not going to show you guys in this episode, because I did cut in the heel for my sock for the fruit stripe gum. So what I've been doing is all the projects I have on my needles that I don't show in the podcast, I've been still listing them in the show notes. So it says like whips not shown or something. So there, again, every time I make my show notes, I'm holding myself accountable to the projects that I haven't worked on. Or I have worked on, but I didn't show because I feel like it really wasn't enough to show. Does that make sense? And I only have like 3 projects going right now. Other than my blanket. I don't count the blanket. I have 3. I mean, that's really not many. I am definitely, I mean, I'm not monogamous, obviously, with my projects, but I don't have a lot. And I don't have a lot just sitting around. The only other thing that I've done is I've worked on my circular sock machine. I haven't touched it. I have not touched it in weeks. I think I did do a second sock that I haven't shown yet. I have to close up the toe. That's the only thing I've done in the last couple weeks. And I only did it because I had already made the first one and I had my notes and I didn't want to lose my notes, so I could make the second one look like the first one. I don't know when I'll show you guys those. But I worked on this. So my dear friend Andy sent me a tool for my machine. There's like a lot of cool stuff you can get made on a 3D printer for Erlbacher machines. I now have a few of those. But she sent me I don't even know what to call it. It's a piece that goes in your cylinder and it stops the rubber fin, so it stops the rubber fin just a tiny bit more or less, whatever. It offsets it, so you can do half pitch cranking. Half pitch cranking, you say? I don't know what that is. Well, half pitch cranking, so normally, like my 64 cylinder, I have a 64 ribber dowel. So I have a matching cylinder and ribber. When you have all your needles around and I want to do a 1x1 rib, my cylinder needles are my knit, my rib needles are my pearls, and every other slot is a ribber. Well, yes, every other slot is a ribber needle, so you have every other stitch ribbed. When you put that piece in your cylinder, it offsets it, so it sets it to half pitch. So what that means is you have these are all your cylinder needles, and instead of them, you would take one out, and you would have ribber needles here. That's really hard to show. What happens is it offsets it, so instead of the ribber slots being right on top of the slots for the cylinder, it goes boop, it offsets them. So I can have 128 stitches on my machine at one time. Yes, 64 plus 64, 128. So I watched some video. I watched one video. I've not seen another video other than Andy making one half pitch. I think she had shown me some video. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else on YouTube have a video of it being on half pitch. So I watched a video and she took out every other cylinder needle and then she did every other ribber needle. So she was not doubling her needles. She was, what is that? 150%? 150. She's not 200%, she's 150% of the needles she could be using. That's what I did. It's not big enough. Because I wanted to try to make fingering weight hats. So this is one long tube where I've not fully cinched in and tied these off because I wanted to see how it fit, and nobody in my family likes it because it's a little too tight. So what happens is, this is yarn from Ridiculous Yarns. What happens is you crank and you have a ribber needle in. So it's a knit, knit, purl, knit, knit, purl. When you get to the end of your rows, you drop the purls and it makes, since I'm not keeping this, you drop the purl stitch and it makes a wide section of thread. Sorry. And when you do that, it drops all those stitches, like there's a name for that, a drop stitch, and you use it for like making patterns and stuff, whatnot. Well, that's what I did, and it stretches pretty nicely, but it's not quite big enough. It's not quite big enough. I'm not going to put it on, but not quite big enough. I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to try every ribber needle and drop every ribber needle. That's a lot. It's going to make a really big hat, and I'm a little concerned about that, but there you are. That's what I've been doing, and yeah, I've talked a lot for just that little bit that I've showed you, but yeah, there we go. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, everybody, it is now Saturday, and it is April 9th, and yeah, I am going to round up this video. So, I got nothing else really done crafty-wise yesterday, other than working on Hayes's Magpie. Distractions. So, all right, just trying to get stuff ready because we're going to be going on a small camping trip. And yeah, but I finished the Magpie. It's wet right now. And it's going to slide off. I don't have it pinned because I don't think it needs to really be pinned. But it's so super cute. Mini Magpie. Do you get to wear it? John's chiming in. Sure, you want to try it on? I don't think you'll get it on. So yeah, I finished this. I have to weave in all my ends. I do that after I block, but it's just wet and I have it just draped on a blocking board, and I have it on our bed under a fan because, oh my god, I love this so much. I wish the blue matched better. I thought I had more of like this color in it, but I don't. That's okay. And then Hayes asked me to do the sleeves two-tone. So the tiny little sleeves are the pink and the blue. But, all right. John had shown that he had gotten some candy, not candy, but like sweet treats. And we have already ate some of them, but I figured we might want to show you anyway. Are you gonna sit up? These are his favorite. Why are these your favorite?
Because they're delicious.
These are the Jammy Dodgers.
Can I try one?
Yeah, you want to?
No, absolutely not. What if she likes them?
You're not going to share with your child?
She can have the Java cakes.
Why don't you tell us if you like them, Hayes? I will get you more Jammy Dodgers.
Oh, yeah, right.
Come on. You'll be the taste tester.
You'll get me an off-brand.
You barely ate it.
It tastes like one of those Carol. What you had for breakfast.
Oh, the tarts? Yeah, well, it does have raspberry jam in it. They had raspberry and what?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Huh.
They're Daddy's favorite. All right, so we got those. We love like the thumbprint cookies with the jelly in them, and so these are kind of reminiscent of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was another cookie you talked about though that has like another store-bought cookie that has like the jam in it, right? I used to get them when I was little. They were like, I don't know, they kind of looked like meringues and they had jelly in them. And they were a cookie. The shape of the cookie. I don't know. Okay, either way. Jaffa cakes were the other. Oh, super cute. Do you want to show your other painting, not the wet one? Or do you want to try cookies? All right. Okay, this is a Jaffa cake.
Actually, I'll go get it.
I'm pretty sure we had these. I remember eating these. You don't remember eating them.
Mm-mm.
You didn't like them. Well, you didn't love them. So a Jaffa cake is
The original.
chocolate on top, sponge on the bottom, tangy orange in the middle. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything that's like candy and cookies is Okay, why don't you show your...
Daddy make the background.
You gotta...
He messed up on his picture, so I used the background, and I made it this beautiful one.
Yeah. How did you do this part? Do you remember?
I just dabbed paint on it and then got napkins and just covered it. It's because Daddy was trying to do what I was doing, but he forgot to dab it, the paint on it.
I wasn't trying to do what you were doing. I was trying to do something different.
No, he was using a blow dryer, remember?
Do you want this to be shiny, or do you want it to be like that? Because I have the spray that you can spray it, and it'll make it shiny.
No, but I also have another one of these
Yeah.
back there.
It's wet. I can take a picture and insert a picture.
Right
But
there.
right there. But what were you telling us that you want to do?
Make a stand with my cute little painting.
Like a craft stand and sell your paintings?
She wants to set up like a lemonade stand on the side of the road, but instead of lemonade, she's selling her paintings.
Because we have a little free library over there. Well, we have it, but we're not done painting
correlates.
it.
Do you want to show them your little logo?
They're $20.25.
Mm-hmm. And this is your logo that you're going to put on your paintings? I think that's a cool logo. Very cool.
They're $20.25 if you want to get one.
It's a H, which stands for what? Harry?
Hazel.
Oh, okay.
And I want to make a stand, and I'm gonna put this on so they know how many dollars. It's $20.25.
I really think you should make a nicer sign.
Probably.
But this one's great.
That one was like practice. All right, kiddo. Jump up.
Wait, I won't be quiet. I just wanted to sit here.
Okay, sit here. The other ones we got that I'm not opening a whole pack, but these custard creams, these were probably my favorite. I liked these a lot. These reminded me of what did I say they remind the Vienna fingers. Remember I said they reminded me of the Vienna fingers, which are like the round. They're like rectangular, but the edges are round. You can eat it. That's fine.
There's so much cookies with cream in the middle.
No, but the Vienna fingers. These remind me of the Vienna fingers for some reason. I guess maybe the custard inside or something.
Okay.
I don't know. But these were really good.
Super good.
Super good.
But they showed up all broken, so they were very messy.
Yeah, these were really messy.
It was like eating a Nature's Valley oatmeal bar.
Oh, the ones that break up real easy. Yeah. But these were really good with tea. I mean, they were all really good with tea. So, yeah. All right. I have my family on, which hasn't happened in a while. So.
We in fairness, we were sitting here, and then you came here and set up. We had no choice in the matter.
Yeah. All right. Off to the education store. What are we getting?
Learning books.
Learning books. Specifically, what subject?
Math.
Math. She really wants some math books, so I'm okay with that. I mean, it's fine. But I couldn't find any at, like, sometimes, like, the dollar store has, like, early learning books and stuff, workbooks, and they didn't have anything. So, I love how you just ate the chocolate off the top of this. Gross.
I also took white though.
All right, well.
Remember, $20.25.
There you go.
$20.25. This
Yep.
kid.
This kid. All right, I think we should just end it. Knit happy. Nothing?
Just giggle.
Pottery stuff.
Oh yeah, you're picking up your pottery. We'll have to show that next time. I haven't finished editing yet, and John picked up his pottery. I'm gonna let him take the show. There you go,
Let
babe.
me take the show?
Yeah.
This is kind of lame.
Why? You've been wanting to do pottery.
I have.
I bought you a pottery class for your birthday or Christmas. I can't remember. And you've been going the last 6 to 8 weeks, and you picked up your pottery. So I think you should show them. Tell them, like.
Well, you already told me the first one I'm going to show you already said it looks like absolute shit.
I did not say it looks like absolute shit. No,
garbage.
I said I didn't like the tiny little pin lines down the edge.
So this is the first bowl I ever made. Like that.
So you took a wheel class. So you threw all this pottery.
Introduction to pottery wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just signed up this morning for introduction to ceramics.
Yeah, we told them already about that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So this is the first thing I ever did. It's a bowl.
I like it.
It's a bowl. I like how it like kind of looks like wood on the inside.
This is a good ice cream bowl. That's like a
good
good amount of ice cream. That's a good ice cream bowl.
Or maybe like some frozen yogurt or something. We need to not eat ice cream.
I like it. I love that blue glaze at the top you got going on.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. This was the first piece you threw.
Yes.
That was salvageable, or was it the first?
No,
piece?
that's the very
This
first.
was the first.
That's the
okay.
first one.
I knew you threw a couple pieces the first day.
Yes.
And not everything.
Not everything. Made
Yeah.
the cut.
Okay.
And then this is the second thing.
I love the colors on that.
I don't know what happened there. It didn't stick, or it broke off, or in the kiln. Like it was all covered when I did it. So I'm thinking that maybe it like came off in the kiln. You never know what's gonna happen when it goes in the kiln. But
Yeah.
this was my instructor's magic brown that she made.
I like it. It's
And
kind of
then
like a
I
bronzy color.
Mixed it with a green, and I don't know if you can see the
Lefty.
inside. It says Lefty in there. I made that for this shit ass.
I like where the two colors overlapped. I like how it kind of made that line. It looks really cool.
Mm.
Okay.
And then this was a cylinder, or this was the second week. The first week was bowls. The second week was cylinders. And I had this straight up and down as a cylinder, but I started playing with it and trying to get it to like bowl out. So not a single thing is anywhere near like completely circular, but I like my inside on that one.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like a peachy color.
Yeah.
With that blue splattery.
Yeah, I had fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a Rorschach test.
I like how it's not perfect.
Oh, nothing is perfect. Absolutely.
And I like how it has
There
like
is
a
nothing
feeling
here.
of a rim in the middle, or like I don't know what you would call that.
So that was the day that when I was trimming, that I was
Did you have to cut it
extremely
down?
hungover, and I actually poked a hole in it. And so right here is where I like had to do damage control by wetting the
But you
clay.
can't really tell.
But if you look on the inside, there's that one sharp little piece in there, right there.
Oh, yeah.
From where I tried to fix it or whatever.
This could be an ice cream bowl too.
Is there
Grapes.
anything that can't be ice cream bowl
Grapes
for you?
and blueberries.
But I was that was the day that we had consumed a little much the night
You
before.
had consumed a
And I
lot.
couldn't put 2 and 2 together. It was fighting me on the wheel when I was trying to do my trimming. I couldn't put 2 and 2 together that it was too dry.
Oh.
All I needed to do was wet it so
Yeah.
that it would...
Sure.
I fought that thing and fought that thing
Yeah.
and fought that thing. And that's how I ended up getting
Was
all
this
that.
cylinder day too? And this was cylinder?
Yeah, these are both cylinders. So I'll
Oh,
show you
okay.
my least favorite.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to throw this away.
Oh.
But my instructor was like, no. That's your first handle, and that's your first mug. Keep it so that you can see, like, where you started. But that handle is awful. It's so bad. It's, like, not even, like...
It don't look attached.
Yeah, it don't look
is.
attached, but when she showed it to me, she was like, dude, it's there. It's there, but you can see like little, it looks cracked right here where it didn't attach all the way. But
it's got the
there
good thumb.
It's got the good thumb. I made sure it had the thumb. But
I like it. And I like the colors in it too.
and I also made a whoopsie daisy that turned out pretty cool because like if anybody's ever done any ceramic stuff when you go to glaze, like all the glazes look almost the same exact color when they're not fired, and none of them look like anything like this. They're all like tan or gray.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
well, we've noticed that when we watched the Great Pottery Throwdown.
Like,
so,
and I dipped the whole thing in the green, and then I flipped it around. I only did it up to here, and then I turned it around with my tongs and I went back in that way.
But not in the same color, right?
But and I did it the first time, and I was like, I actually want to do that again because I didn't get like full coverage, and I did it in the wrong color. So that's how I kind of got that blue and that like peach.
I like it. I think it's.
And then I did my little specklies on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
I just went.
That's a technique.
That's a technique. You dip your fingers in, and they go.
All right, you're gonna show your last. You did.
And this is my favorite. Like, you might have to rip this from my cold dead hands. It's not that cool, but I might get buried with it. Like, it's literally not that
if it
cool.
survives another 30 years.
But it's my favorite that I made. It's this little guy. It's just a little... I can drink sake out of that. Or
That's a lot of sake.
whiskey.
Tea.
But that bad boy. And then I went with a pure... I got like peachy pinky vibes on the inside, and the blue, and if you can't tell, I loved my browns. I only had 4 colors to choose from, and I made some colors accidentally, but like, this was like a brown with like almost like a shimmer, but I took this one and I made a cylinder, and then I tried to bow it in a little bit, almost like a little bow it out in the middle, and then
give it a belly.
I gave it a belly, and then I just started playing with my little trimmer and made these little like grooves,
like carved grooves.
And then I had a heck of a time. I didn't do a foot on it. Like, I did a foot on that. I did a really good foot on that, actually. I'm very proud of my foot on that. And I did a foot on that. Mm-hmm. But this one is flat bottom, because flat bottom girls, they make the rockin' world go round.
It's fat bottom
But I had a heck of a time getting that to actually sit straight when I was trimming. I had to trim a whole bunch off. I was afraid I was going to bust through the bottom.
It does feel good in your hand, though.
You're not going to cry?
Favorite one? No, I don't cry like that
Yeah,
guy.
that's my favorite one. But yeah, so I'm already signed up for introduction to ceramics next.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So,
you'll have fun.
Which also has wheel work. And I was talking to my instructor today. I was like, dude, I'm kind of terrified about like hand building stuff. And she's like, well, you don't have to hand build. She offers it, but she lets you do whatever you're drawn to the most. So if you want to do all wheel stuff, you can do all wheel stuff.
I think you should do a coil.
Oh,
I think you should definitely at least do a coil, because I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely... because I was not looking forward to wheel work for the last class. All I wanted to do was get to the glazing part. I wanted to play with the colors.
You
and
gotta make the work to get to the glaze.
I fell in love with, well, no, because I could buy pre-made stuff and then have fun glazing and firing. I wouldn't even need a wheel. I could just buy a kiln and and glaze all my own stuff. But so I might, even though I'm not looking forward to hand building, I might start doing it and find out it's like my jam. So
yeah, you might love it.
And there's a lot of hand building that you can make, like mugs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can run it through the machine and make the flat things, and then you can wrap them around and put a bottom on it. But this feels so good in my hands.
I think you should at least try that, and then
it looks like a grenade.
I think you definitely should try another mug with a handle though in the next class.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you have a second one. So
I definitely need to do
I love
something.
It. So all right, well, cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Bowl to you.
You're gonna break something. All right, let's not break your 5 items. Hey, at least you came home with an odd amount. I like odd numbers better than even numbers for some reason. I don't know why.
You're a weirdo.
I am.
Let us know what your favorite is.
Yeah, what's your
I think
favorite?
this one. I think this one's cool. It looks like wood, and then on the inside, it's like, yo, what is that? It looks like cotton candy.
I think they're all cool in their own way because they're all different. So.
Except for the one that you said looks like absolute hot garbage.
No, because I still love the way it looks like wood on the inside. That's really hard to show. See how that looks like wood rings?
Yeah, it should have just left the top instead of doing the little splish splash on the inside.
No, I like that too. All right. Well, there you go, guys.
That's what I've been doing the last 6 weeks. That's why you haven't seen any dyeing stuff.
Yeah.
All my weekend time has been spent doing that.
Doing this. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. Showing the pottery next time. And what did you do today?
Peed out of my butthole.
Stop. No. What did you do in terms of pottery stuff today?
Nothing.
You signed up for another class.
I signed up for Introduction to Ceramics.
Oh, it's a little bit different. But it has some wheel throwing.
It's got some wheel.
Some hand building. Doing coils and slab work.
And slab work.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, man. I'm stoked.
Stoked. All right. Yeah. We have stuff to do.
And it's closer. It's at our local college. Instead of having to go all the way to the other side of Baltimore. Yeah, but that's either way, I didn't care that you had to go there. I mean, you might have cared because it was a drive, but to take the class, I mean, whatever. You got to do it. So, I don't know what's happening. All right. Knit happy, y'all. Love one another. Take care of your families and each other. God bless Texas. Sure. All right. Oh. Bye. All right. Do you turn the video back on so you can stuff your face full of cookies?